I want to talk to you about a segment that occurred at AEW Collision between Adam Copeland, aka Edge, and Ricky Starks. It is being discussed online that both of these people are legit upset and that Ricky Starks crossed the line with a line or two that he uttered. Let's just go ahead and listen to that quickly. Pay close attention.
Don't look at me like that with those bug eyes, sir. I'm talking to this guy.
It's your stupid silk slacks, dumbass.
Sadly, you didn't take style from the other place, but either way.
And you took it from The Rock. But shut your mouth and talk to him instead of me, kid.
Wow, that really set me over the edge. Either way, Brian.
Oh, dude.
Either way.
Then I'm going to talk about this picture in a moment. So there's two things that was said by Ricky Starks that's supposedly sparking a little bit of controversy. Saying that Adam Edge Copeland, I'm just going to call him Edge, seriously, that Edge has bug eyes. The other thing Ricky Starks said was, that really set me over the edge. I don't know why I keep doing this. Now, what some people are saying is that it was a shot at Owen Hart. You might be wondering how that is. Well, on May 23rd, 1999, as practically everybody already knows, Owen Hart tragically died at a pay-per-view named Over the Edge. You see that? I think, personally, people are just looking way too much into it. I think it was just supposed to be a quick little jab, as AEW also has free-for-all when it comes to their promos. They're unscripted. They're allowed to just kind of wing it in the moment. Either which way, I appreciate AEW, despite the fact that on my channel I do predominantly cover things relating to WWE. Yes, I do prefer the product more, okay? But I absolutely adore AEW. I adore any other promotion that's out there. They all bring a different dynamic to the world of professional wrestling. Now, to get back on topic with what was discussed, even Edge at the end was like, oh, come on. I think he was really just going, seriously, dude? Over the edge? Ha ha. I think that's really all it was, because now there's a bunch of people on social media, Twitter. Yeah, that's right. I'm calling it Twitter because the website still says twitter.com. It doesn't say x.com, because that's a different kind of a website. Don't look it up. I just seriously don't see the big deal. I don't see how either of these people would be upset. But again, on Twitter and on Reddit, people are ripping into Edge, saying you should have went back to WWE. You clearly can't handle the fact that this ain't PG. But there's no proof. There's no legit source. A lot of people will usually laugh at people like Dave Meltzer because he tends to be a little bit, not so much unpredictable, but unreliable. He knows a lot more than I do. Great. But I don't like the clickbait shit. I really, really don't. So Ringside News is the one that posted the article saying that both men, both Ricky Starks and Edge, are legit upset. But did you see anything in that snippet that would convey those emotions? I personally don't see it. I just think it's, again, clickbait, just trying to get people to talk. It's working. It's getting me to talk. But I'm also looking for an extra 10 views on my channel. But it's a legit discussion that I like having. Like I said, I absolutely love Daniel Bryan, Bryan Danielson, whatever order he decides to put his name in, depending on the promotion he's in. The rated R superstar Adam Copeland or Edge. I love it. I love it. Now, getting back to this picture, an unflattering photo from AEW Collision at the Huntington Center, Surface Online. Well, as a WWF, WWE, hell, even WWF, when it was the Worldwide Wrestling Federation, before it was the WWF, that's how old I am. It's my main flavor. Okay, it's my steak. But even steak, you don't want to eat that 7 days a week. Well, you do, but your gut might not thank you for it. I like to digest different sources of wrestling entertainment. And I see it all over Twitter, X, Reddit, whatever. This has been a main theme. Oh, look at the attendance. Oh, Tony Khan lied and it wasn't really 80,000. It was 73. Who cares? Who gives a monkey's ass about the attendance? Is he having fun? I think he is. Does Adam Copeland know what he got himself into when he went to AEW? You can bet your ass he looked into it. Look at Chris Jericho. He's got nothing but love for the WWE. But he cannot, and it's not an insult, people again looking too much into it. He can't see himself going back to the WWE. It's not his flavor. He absolutely adores what is going on in AEW. What the hell is so bad or wrong about that? For Cody Rhodes, it didn't work out. He didn't want the steak. He wanted the pork. Okay? Different meal, different flavor. I don't get why people look so deeply into this. Oh, look at that camera angle. There's like nobody there. But then you show all the other sides and it's completely jam-packed or close to it. Who cares? WWE has the same thing. Do you know how many events I have seen, not like in person, but pictures in the likes of this? This makes me feel like this person, Ringside News or whatever, you'll recognize the typical red bar like it's their signature move or whatever. They're always kind of tearing down AEW. But to me, it's really not even a low blow. Yeah, that really did happen. It's not like it's AI or photoshopped. That's really what it looked like at that moment. But show the whole picture. Same thing with WWE. I feel like WWE, with all due respect, do have better use of the camera. They have better camera men, women, whatever. Okay? Because I do believe as well that when it comes to... I had to pause that, and it might seem a little unprofessional, but it was my pharmacy. Needed my medication. A little crazy. No, that's not what it's for. Where was I? Oh, sweet Jesus. Yeah, so back to this. I just don't get it. Seriously. Just enjoy the show that you enjoy. And that's it. Take whatever good is from the show. You think I think that the WWE is like the perfect product? Oh my God, no. There are so many things, my voice cracked, that I could rip into that I just don't understand. Like, I just don't understand. But I just don't want to spend all my time, with the negativity constantly, over and over again. Anybody who remotely watches wrestling or no longer watches WWE, you already know why you're not watching WWE, because it's not the product it once was. And I truly believe that AEW brings a nice alternative. And if you're enjoying what these superstars are doing, if you're enjoying a little bit of nostalgia because you got good old Jim Ross out over there, you've got Kevin Kelly, who brings back a little bit of nostalgia, and you've got the other guy from WCW who... his name has completely eluded me because I completely got distracted with that phone call from the pharmacy. Tony Schiavone. There it is. Okay? Like, you got Chris Jericho. You got Christian Cage, as people remember him as Christian. Like, you've got Goldust, or I think he goes by, the natural Dustin Rhodes. Like, it's just great. Samoa Joe. Like, the list just goes on. Even if you think that this product is, let's say, half as good, then who cares? It's just more of the good shit. I don't mind having a dinner plate with a little bit of steak, maybe a little piece of pork, the mashed potatoes with the gravy on top. Might not be a normal kind of a meal, but I'm not normal. I like to mix it up, but there's only 24 hours in a day. So I don't cover AEW. I don't cover New Japan Pro. I'd be here all frickin' day. There's enough drama going on in WWE alone. I don't need to go elsewhere, right? But once in a blue moon, this is just basic wrestling news. And that's why I didn't name this playlist as WWE wrestling news. I wanted to leave it open, right? I don't even cover NXT again, not because I don't think the show's any good. I don't have time. I don't. So that was my take here. Don't see what the big deal is with the whole thing. I really don't think Ricky Starks was taking a legit shot at Owen Hart, right, for the pay-per-view being named Over the Edge. I think it had to do with him, okay? Ultimately, in the end, you don't know his intentions. Unless you actually speak to him, the Tony Starks, you're not going to know what he was thinking. Unless you actually speak to Adam Copeland, which there's no way for me to get a hold of him. I'm a nobody. I don't have that much social media presence to be like, hey, is it true you were kind of pissed off at the bug eye comment or the over the edge comment? I wish I could do that quickly and get a yes or a no on Twitter. I might try that still. And then if he ever did reply by some miracle, you can bet your ass I'd make a whole video just on that one word reply. There is, as far as I know, no proof, no legit sources that there was any real hostility or anger or being upset. Like, I know I'm starting to run in circles here. I don't get it. Just enjoy the show or don't enjoy it. If you don't like AEW, just say, you know what, it's not for me. I think they botch more. That's what I was talking about before the pharmacy call. The cameramen, in my opinion, do a little bit better in WWE at, you didn't see that, when it comes to botches. I think both equally just botch as much as the other, truthfully. And this is coming from me. Now, I don't have like a 1-to-1 scale actual proof, but I do know that Dutch and a couple of other people have mentioned it before. It's the camera work can really make a big difference. Because when you watch the show, AEW Collision, it doesn't look like it's empty. It's not that they're hiding it. I just think a lot of places do that for some reason. I don't know why that is, because they don't exactly have problems selling seats. If they were so concerned, they would just be like, okay, for the last couple of hundred seats, you guys want to come for free? You know what I mean? Just to make us look better? I don't know. I don't get the whole thing. It's been a thing for a while now on Twitter where people like to dunk on one another about attendance numbers. Like how a small show like NXT had better viewership and attendance settings than an AEW show. Okay, great. I don't know. Maybe I'm just different. I'm not saying I'm mature. I'm definitely not mature. For me, I just don't give a shit. If you're Tony Khan, if you're Vincent Kennedy McMahon, I can understand why you'd care a bit more. It's your competition. And among fans like me, I'm not saying you can't be like, oh, well, that's interesting. Okay. Yeah. Let me know down below what you think of the whole scenario. Whole thing with the obsession with the attendance numbers. Does that matter to you as a wrestling fan of either promotion? And do you think that Ricky Starks was upset at Adam Copeland for calling him a cheap imitation of The Rock? And do you think Adam Copeland is upset for being called a bug eye? And the over the edge comment. Let me know. I'll be intrigued to see what you think. For two reasons, because I actually care. And the ulterior motive is it helps the algorithm on the channel in making me a little bit more relevant in the search results when people are looking shit up. I might just actually show up someday to someone in the top 100. I can dream. Right now, I probably show up in the top million, if even that. Thumbs up as always if you liked the video. It does greatly help support the channel with the algorithm. You didn't like the video, go ahead, give it a thumbs down. It's okay, we'll just bend it in half, twist it. We'll break it off in your ass. Like a solo Sakoa Samoan spike. Right in the derriere. That's really disgusting. I'm going to end that right there. And if you want to subscribe to the channel, I mean, naturally, now, wouldn't that be bloody fantastic for me? But what do you want to do? And if not, like I said, doesn't really matter. Thanks for stopping by anyways. Take care, and maybe I'll see some of you in the next video. Bye for now.